What's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this chick Smooth that is titled DJ Akademiks calls out Joe Budden and Marc Lamont Hill to debate him and DJ Vlad. Ew. You want to team up with DJ Vlad? Ak is so out of touch. But sure, let's hear what he has to say and what's happening. Let's watch.
Hey, would you look at that, you guys? We might get to have Everyday Struggle Part 2. Now, a couple weeks ago, DJ Akademiks sat down and did an interview with DJ Vlad. These two guys interview each other on their own platforms, I think once every quarter. They recently did an interview on Akademiks podcast Off the Records a couple weeks ago. So if you guys have seen this interview already, you can skip and go to the next video. But this is actually my first time seeing this interview. And today, DJ Akademiks also posted this clip that's making its rounds on social media today of him and Vlad talking about Marc Lamont Hill and also a possible debate with Joe Budden and Marc. Now, as it turns out, these two guys, DJ Akademiks and DJ Vlad, both have issues or have had beef with Marc Lamont Hill. Somebody gotta tell me in the comments below, man, how many people in hip-hop does Marc Lamont Hill have beef with? It seems like every day there's a new media personality that's bringing up issues with him. Now, as you guys remember a couple months ago, DJ Akademiks and Marc Lamont Hill kinda squashed their beef with each other. After previously calling out DJ Akademiks on his platform, Marc Lamont Hill went on the Joe Budden podcast and said, bro, Ak, I have no issues with you. We can sit and chat and talk about it if you want to. I'm down.
The most honest answer I could, which is I don't have beef with Ak. Like, I don't have, it's not a personal issue. I said something that he didn't like. It wasn't personal. But I went through the whole bit, and I said, I'm not out here trying to have beef with anybody, but at 46 years old, but especially another black man, like, that's corny to me. Like, what the fuck we gonna beef about? And we definitely got nothing to fight about. You know what I mean? So
Ak has a voice that people want to hear from.
Yes.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I said all that. And it was sincere.
And I called the big homie, and the big homie made my problem go away. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So then, this morning when I woke up,
I didn't say none of that in 50 tier.
Now, it didn't really seem like Joe was too interested in having Akademiks and Marc debate each other, or at least sit down with each other on his platform. Well, during his interview with DJ Vlad, DJ Akademiks tossed out the idea of a possible debate with him and Vlad versus Joe and Marc.
Marc Lamont Hill, he is kind of, like, you know, he backtracked on a bunch of stuff with me, and he kind of toned the energy down, because I had said, like, yo, I don't know how it's gonna go with, like, a possible appearance on the Joe Budden podcast with that guy there, because he's a regular cast now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. And you know, he had kind of said, yo, listen.
I started watching some recent episodes. He's great. I like him. Because I've been meaning to watch the Joe Budden podcast, like, in its entirety for a while now, because I would see just clips for years. But I'm like, oh, let me watch it. I really like Marc, okay? I like him a lot. I think he really adds range to this cast, all right? Because the clips that I've seen in the past, they be saying a lot of stupid shit, all right? So he brings some intelligence to the cast, in my opinion. So I like him. But he's still down to earth. Like, he's not like a stuck up, like, you know, he's very down to earth, and he's actually funny, surprisingly. Only because I wouldn't expect him to be funny just looking at him. No shade, but, you know, when I actually started watching, I'm like, oh, actually, he's pretty funny. Anyway, so yeah, I think these niggas is haters, and I don't think it would be a competition at all for them to try to debate him. And he was, like, previously on, like, CNN, and I feel like he debates for a living as well. So he is an intellectual who debates for a living, and they want to debate him.
Probably said some stuff, but, like, I don't really mean it like that. He kind of really de-escalated, and I kind of said, all right, well, the tone and the things you were saying, I felt there was real hatred there. A lot of times people like me and you, we don't have a problem with these people. They seem to have a problem with us.
Yeah, I heard with Marc Lamont Hill, someone told me this.
Yeah.
Because he's from Philly, right?
Well, shut up. Why are you even in the conversation? Get away.
Lamont Hill seems to think that I'm the reason why ARAB got locked up. This is what someone told me. And he was, I guess, like, I don't know, a fan of ARAB, or maybe he knew him or something.
Yeah,
he feels that I'm the reason that ARAB got locked up. It's just...
Ak is trash too, but Vlad is a special type of trash, okay? He's such a culture vulture, And I don't like some of the things that he has said in the past and some of his actions in the past in this space that he has been accepted into so, invitingly. I don't know why people have even invited him in this space and kept him in this space for this many years. It baffles me, but sure. But yeah, that's why I don't fuck with Vlad.
Shows how stupid.
That Arab got a video where he said, "Yo, this is skinny me right here." He said he the type of nigga he'll shoot 3 niggas and go to the studio and rap about it. And the crazy thing is, I seen him do it, so I know he not lying. And I'm like, probably don't want to say that one.
Arab has himself said that I had nothing to do with anything that's happened to him. Like,
there was a fake rumor that was saying that,
oh,
you were in the paperwork, which is
I'm
fake.
not. There was a fake article that had a judge thanking me for helping to convict him, which I think Marc Lamont Hill retweeted or some shit. So you're dealing with a little bit of stupidity here. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't really have a problem with Marc Lamont Hill, but it's shit like this that kind of annoys me.
He's in our steer now. You see, all that political shit, that's not what's busting right now. He's on the Joe Budden podcast talking about Brittany Renner and talking about, Kendrick Lamar.
He's been on my show before. We've debated before.
He
We've debated about the death
about
penalty. I think he's an intelligent guy. That's why when he started to turn against me, I'm like, motherfucker, I had you on my show. Like, I showed you.
First single one. We should do this. Me, you, him, Joe Budden.
Let's do it.
A 4-way podcast.
Let's do it.
A 4-way podcast where everybody just shooting. Maybe a moderator, but a 4-way podcast. For real.
All of us. But on a, it has to be on a neutral platform.
No, of course. It's not gonna be like
Or it can't be
one
chopped
side.
up.
Yeah, no.
I'm down to do it. Listen, I'm down to do Joe.
I hope they don't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm down to do all this shit.
I want to be there when that happens.
You want to be there? I'll do it on your platform. Well, my thing was I didn't want to do Joe before we actually had a chance to communicate on some point. But at this point, we ran into each other. We've publicly spoken about running into each other. Neither one of us had animosity towards each other. So it's like, yo, at this point, let's do it. Like I said, I congratulated Joe on his Instagram post. I'm sure you saw that.
No, of course.
Because there was 100 comments underneath that shit.
Of course you see.
But it's like at the end of the day, man, it doesn't run that deep. There's not too many people that I really hate.
Now, if you ask me, I think Marc Lamont Hill would 100% be down to debate them. If you guys watch the podcast, or if you guys just follow Marc on other platforms, Marc does not turn down any challenge from anybody to debate. Unfortunately, when it comes to Joe, I don't think Joe would have any interest in doing this. It really does nothing for him and his platform. If anything, it helps out Akademiks and Vlad. But, hypothetically speaking, if this debate was to actually go down between DJ Akademiks and DJ Vlad versus Joe Budden and Marc Lamont Hill, if it's going to be a debate about music or politics, I'm sorry, I gotta give it to Joe and Marc. You got two guys with actual real-life experience in the field going up against two guys who gained experience by talking about it. We saw Joe in Act with Everyday Struggle, where Joe kind of took the lead in most of the conversations. Now, if we're talking about legal procedures as it pertains to music and everything about music, then I gotta give it to Akademiks and Vlad. From what it looks like, these guys have a better understanding as to the legal aspect of things, more so over Joe and Marc. Now, I could be wrong. Anybody can take an L any day of the week. It doesn't matter. So personally, I think if anything, this debate will be more so entertainment than personal information to be gained. Eventually, this debate will turn into everybody just screaming over each other. So if anything, me personally, I want to see DJ Akademiks go up against Marc Lamont Hill. I think personally, that would be far more entertaining than a 4-man debate. You guys get in the comments.
It wouldn't even be an actual debate. I think Marc would body act. Like, he would annihilate him. What are we talking about? But sure. I don't see this happening at all. But if it does happen, it would be very interesting. I would for sure tune in. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.